You move around. Alright. And we're ready to go.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Ray and Jay Odyssey. I am one of your hosts, Ray, and to my right,
It's Jay.
across from me is
Coach.
So as you can see, we're back to Arkham Origins. Now we're going to be doing some side missions.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we have a question for tonight, Coach.
Yeah, so I think we've danced around this type of question before. In one of our other sessions. I think it had to do with like our least favorite, but just in honor of this being the origin story of Batman, I wanted to ask who's our favorite villain origin story for Batman?
Okay.
So I think on behalf of like making sure that one person doesn't steal another's answer.
Yeah.
Jay, do you want to go first?
Sure. I have to go with Two-Face. That's anybody else's answer?
That was mine.
Not the person who I thought was going to that I would have guessed, but all right then. I'll go. So for me, a lot of people say that Ra's al Ghul, Joker, and maybe even Hugo Strange are like good, foils for Batman, and they are. They all provide something unique to them. But people sleep on Two-Face a lot.
They do.
They do. None of the adaptations really helped with this either. And people, what I hate is that people consistently forget in adaptations that Harvey and Bruce were best friends.
Yeah.
When they were much younger. Harvey and Bruce were best friends, and that is the reason why, Bruce tries so hard to try to help redeem Harvey. People keep going on and on and on about Mr. Freeze is the most redeemable Batman villain, like, no. Two-Faces. Because, like, when he's written well, he has shown to be extremely helpful with Batman. There's been at times where it's like, when Batman is absent, he, strangely enough, stepped in the role for a vigilante to actually stop crime. Because that's the part of the balance and the duality. And, if his coin lands clean side up, he will, give money that he stole to charity. But, he has a pretty solid origin story. It can be easily summed up in a sentence or two. And, he just had the idea like, he wants to clean up crime, but then he didn't realize on how heavily stacked against him the system of corruption was. And then once he saw that, then that he literally was fractured in two. Great character design, great gimmick, simple to understand, but simple yet can be deep. That's what I like about him.
Okay.
Did you want to add any more to that, Ray, or did you want to switch to a different character?
Oh, I'm going with a different answer.
Okay.
And this one just kind of goes a bit beyond the origin story itself. So my next choice is then going to be Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
Funny enough, that almost would have been my answer.
Yeah. Reason being is like, I think it's very interesting that he's always fighting to fund his research to find a cure for his wife. Great, I think that's really separates him from the other villains. It's hard to really even call him a villain because he's doing messed up stuff, but he's doing it for that cause. He just wants to cure his wife. And I also like the fact that Mr. Freeze almost did not become a regular character.
Yeah.
I like that history about it. That he was he just a background character almost?
He was basically a joke. For a long time, he didn't have an origin story.
Yeah.
He was just, a guy with a freeze gun gimmick. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. He had a couple of appearances by different actors, I might add, in the 66 series. Again, still no origin story, but that show was not about that.
Yeah.
He was an extremely unpopular character, too.
Yeah. So it's like all of those things. And then believe it was the animated series, right? That rebooted him, gave him that movie. And it's like he gained popularity. They started that origin story. It's like, okay, we're keeping him.
Part of us in season 1 of the animated series was like they completely changed. went started from scratch with the character. Kept the name, kept the gimmick, but changed literally everything else about him. And that's what has been consistently part of Mr. Freeze ever since then.
I mean, yeah, when you think about what Mr. Freeze looked like in '66,
The jokes we made with that.
Oh yes, I should add, he wasn't always called Mr. Freeze. Sometimes he was called Mr. Zero, and it would flip flop a lot with that.
yeah. So then him like being portrayed by Arnold himself in the '90s.
Uh-huh.
People
People had a turnaround for like just the span of 3 decades.
Right.
people dog crap Arnold's version. Like, is it really campy? Absolutely.
And
But-
it's like that's what they were going for.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
was the point.
and it's like Arnold was having fun with that.
Arnold is an extremely campy actor across all of his movies,
Yeah.
and we love him. And we love him for that.
Yeah.
But it's like his motivation was the same. His powers are the same. His skills are the same. That's like he is extremely comic accurate. It's only just a matter of tone. That's it.
One of my favorite lines from the movie. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Dang, I thought it was Chuck. All right, coach. Who's your Batman villain origin story that you like?
Man, I was kind of going back and forth, and I guess there's like, I really wanted to go like a little bit out there and obscure. I just can't.
Okay.
Because I just don't. I can't seem to recall the backstory. So if I say that I like the backstory and then I can't tell you what the backstory actually was, I'm like, how do I even say that I like it?
We just gotta jog your memory.
Let's see. I think. You know, this is a little bit of a late addition for what's considered an origin story. I gotta go Penguin.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Because whenever they've mentioned the Penguin, whether he was played by well, he's like the one that I didn't want to be recalled.
Okay.
I'm more thinking about Colin Farrell,
Whoever
whoever the guy was in Gotham,
Robin Lord Taylor.
Yeah. Like I just feel like they've done this story a few times, but they do it so well because you can touch on different points about it, and he's not someone that you can just really straight up fight because he's not the fighter.
No. He can. There's a couple of versions where he is able to fight, but he's not really known for that.
No, he's the orchestrator of the crime that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, rather than you trying to fight all of the side effects, like him fighting or Batman fighting Penguin is him trying to fight the symptom itself, or at least like the direct cause for a lot of other trouble. And as we mentioned, yeah, Penguin can also be very campy.
Oh yeah, totally.
But when he's smart, he's just right up there with Batman.
Absolutely.
And I love the versatility when it comes to that, and how that you make these kind of choices, you put you in a life of crime, and you never stop looking forward.
Penguin, I've heard this before, and I really like this. Penguin represents all the villains on some level represents the darker parts of Batman's personality. And for him, I would say he represents if Bruce Wayne was purely a selfish person, he and Penguin would not be that far apart from each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's something that's been touched on recently in other shows and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that really turned me around on him as a character. But as for the original comic book representation, I don't seem to recall that.
It's been tweaked a lot over the years, but the main idea is that he he was from a rich family, but was disgraced over the years, and they like squandered all their money and stuff like that. So he had the name, but he didn't have anything else to back it up with. So it's like that's when he got to the world of organized crime. He, at his core, wants to be accepted by society, and while he's under height, overweight, and he's really not a handsome looking guy, and kind of depending on what version you look at, he might have some type of deformity, whether that be webbed hands or be more or or gimpy walks and stuff like that.
Yeah, the bottle.
Yeah, so it's like the club foot or something like that. That's really inconsistent as to what level of deformity he has. But let's just roll with he has some type of it. So he's trying to use his money and his influence to gain his way into society.
And depending on the iteration that you follow, like he was trying to run for president, right?
He's ran for mayor a few times.
Mayor, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Like he's not. He's not that. He's not that cool. No, Lex has run and won for mayor, but Penguin's run for mayor and won a few times. Joker's also run for mayor and won once. So,
which is wild to think about.
Out of the two, Joker was the better option for a mayor. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, guess who was more scared of the IRS?
For real though.
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
But good answers, everybody. So, for those of you at home, if you're also a Mr. Freeze fan, as I mentioned last time we did this game, this particular game does have a DLC that covers Mr. Freeze's origins and more or less as a more detailed version of that first appearance in the animated series, which you just mentioned too. So, if you guys want to see that full detail, let us know. But
yeah, we're sorry to the Bane account on TikTok.
Yeah. But as was mentioned, we have side missions. There's a bunch of side missions in this game, a lot. But we're going to focus on 3. 2 of them are story relevant because they involve the 2 assassins that were hired. Why they're not in the main story, I have no clue. But they're here represented in some way. So we're going to do those. Plus we also got a Mad Hatter mission too. 3 side quests, 3 of us. So the reason why the screen is brought mid fight scene is like, this is the beginning of a cutscene for the Deadshot mission.
Yeah, so you're going to be playing Deadshot.
Yep.
Ray's going to be playing the Mad Hatter, and I will, I guess, finish this off with Shiva.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is good because I have to dig some digging on how to find Shiva.
Okay.
Look for survivors.
Oh, it's down there. Okay.
No survivors. Someone will pay for this. I need to set up a crime scene to find out who.
It seems to be a lost mechanic.
What's up?
This detective kind of like camera angle.
They have it in some. They kind of have it in Arkham Knight, but to like full like recreate crime scenes like this, it's like nah, only really happened in this game.
Which is such a missed opportunity.
I will say there are a bunch of side quests there that link directly to this, where it is not a villain doing anything; it's just regular people committing crimes. Like I kind of like that. It's relaxing.
Oh, so I'm on the right? Right? Right?
Ah, okay.
The helicopter was spinning out of control. The pilot was killed on impact, not from the gunshot I heard. But what caused him to lose control? Maybe I can learn more back on the rooftop.
I have to get up higher.
I need to get out here for this first. Those guys did not notice me.
I can analyze the first point of
Because
view.
I'm Batman.
The helicopter's tail rotor was severed when the fuselage hit the building. I should review the crime scene and find that tail rotor.
Was that on the other roof? Oh. Oh.
There it is.
We walked past it.
The helicopter crashed when a high-powered round shattered the tail rotor. The ballistics analysis will lead me to the shooter's position.
And the shooter's location.
Well,
This doesn't add up. This man's a member of SWAT. So why did he fire on a police helicopter?
oh.
This man didn't fire at the helicopter. He was aiming at me. The ballistics trace indicates this officer was killed by a ricochet from the same round that took down the chopper. There's only one person capable of a shot like this. Deadshot. The trajectory analysis will lead me to Deadshot's firing position.
It's this way.
At this stage, are you being like?
This must be where the shot originated.
No.
I should scan the area.
I was just about to say, like,
Just
are
as
you
I
at risk of
suspected,
being
the
shot
shell
at
casing
when you
matches
try to
members
search
in the
for him?
criminal
No.
database, and they're all linked to Deadshot. But his trail ends here, unless
That's what he wants you to think.
there are numbers on the bullet casing. 451326. Looks like a radio frequency.
Okay. 451 326.
Okay, get closer.
Oh, that's so precise. Okay.
I'll say it's not that ring that's glowing.
Hello, Captain. I see you coded my message. Well done. But I'm afraid playtime's over. Come meet me at the bank so I can put a bullet in and collect my prize. Oh, and in case you're thinking about it now, I've got a hostage and a very itchy trigger.
Well, then go ahead and scratch it
All right.
with your other hand.
To the bank.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Find the phone. Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow. There he is.
That's a go. Watch him standing on the bank. I think I actually. Whoops, darn it. You the bank?
No.
No?
You see it on the top left? Your arrow?
Oh, yeah, I see it now. That.
Oh, come on, you can kick that door down.
For real though. Oh, well, there's also this.
Now, why would we go that way?
We made it.
Get back to work.
So he's there on the bridge.
They can't see me because I am the knight. Should be able to.
Hey, Batman, it's like 4 a.m.
Hey, idiot! Get off your ass!
Yoink!
Ah! Get off me! Check it out! Ah!
What's he trying to look at?
Lever!
I know I can't fully yoink him, but
You think I don't see?
You think I don't say?
You think that crap's gonna work on me?
Yeah, you didn't see him.
You don't see me.
I got him.
You don't see me at all.
Run away.
What's that screaming?
Oh, he's about to. Oh, he's trying to ricochet. Oh, he's doing extra stuff. Ooh, it's actually kind of working.
You hear me? Over.
Ooh,
Here we go.
be my meat shield.
He's getting closer. Just a little more.
Deadshot's a very talkative fellow.
Yeah. Open.
Nope. Oh, oh. There we go. Ooh.
Can't see.
Take it down.
Stick to the plan. Shoot him until he's dead. Move out. Lever. You find him? Ha! There's the son of a bitch. Got you on the run.
It's like the Two-Face fight.
That guy moved. What are you doing? No, he decides to go after all.
Careful.
No. There's the son of a bitch.
Ooh, careful.
Must be close. Keep searching.
He must be close.
Really?
That. Okay. Yeah, he ragdolled like crazy there. Yeah, that really cheated you out of that.
A nice, clean kill. Just the way I like them.
And it only took me like 45 bullets to do it.
Yeah.
But you got it first shot.
I shot everywhere. We got you as an easy kills.
I gotta start over here.
Get back to work. No problem. Can't hide from me forever.
I don't want to yoink him yet.
Hey, idiot! Get off your ass! You think I
So what's your strategy this time?
Don't die.
Basically,
Gotta take you out. Alright.
very poor choice of words.
And the way that he's projecting
Yeah.
or aiming,
Mm.
it really reminds me of the time I had a high school assignment. I was doing CAD drafting, which is essentially like making blueprints and grabbing a whole layout of buildings and stuff for architecture. And while I didn't really keep to it, I was a lot better at that class than I ever thought it would be. Our finals assignment for the end of the semester was finish a game of billiards, a pool.
Ooh, oh. Okay.
So what do you think that? So what do you think that looks like? Like, how are you picturing that?
You have to graph that,
Yes.
so it's basically geometry.
Okay. So we had a set. We all had like the same scenario of like where the pool balls were positioned, which ones to strike, in what order. So we had to calculate everything about like how much power, like where the ball would ricochet if it hit the felt wall, like where would it end up being? How would that change to your next trajectory of your next attempt? And like, can you hit each one in the right amount of attempts?
Yeah.
I spent an hour like doing that. I'm like, this is so hard, but this is so fun at the same time.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, really? Like, I just get to play a game of pool and it's like 8-ball pool, but I have to actually like map out my level of power and.
What are you doing?
And graph it out in a means that would like, oh, you missed it. So like looking at this kind of fight, it kind of brings me back to like the way that you had to aim different things.
Yeah.
And we based it on accuracy for like, okay, well, turns out you would have needed this angle in order to make the shot in,
Yeah.
and you use this angle. So it was kind of like going off of discrepancy. And I passed it. I was like, whew. No, you didn't.
Quit screwing around. Relax. We got this. Get back to work.
Go on, take down.
I got him.
What? Okay.
I mean, he's almost at the end.
Well, so are you.
Come on, man. It's Christmas.
Can you guys recall an assignment like that at school where it was like equally fun and challenging for you guys?
Did a cooking class way back. I want to say 5th grade. It was challenging because of course, how many 5th graders cook?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was fun because I like tactile stuff, like touching stuff with my hands, and yeah, that was good. And of course, tasty results afterwards.
What they have you make?
Polenta.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
It's basically, it's basically like a corn meal type of thing, but you can dip it in sauces.
Oh, okay.
I always had fun in my English classes, and I was in honors English, and we had an assignment to write about any topic and basically debate on why you believe in this thing. So,
Like a ethics thing, or
no,
okay.
just anything.
I've had some friends in political science. They would kind of have those kind of classes. I was in some other specialized courses at the time for high school because one of my assignments was in physics where I got to make a Rube Goldberg machine.
Oh, that was fun.
And you would just take the marble. You had like the same kind of square footage to work with as everybody else. So kind of imagine like a 4x4 piece of plywood that's acting as two walls, cornering each other.
Wow.
I don't even know what happened there.
A mine.
Wow.
A
Oh
nice
my gosh.
clean kill. Just the way I like them.
That's not even clean. You wouldn't like that.
It wasn't even your kill.
Yeah, man. We yearn for the mines.
You were saying, Coach?
But yeah, like we had the same kind of square footage in order to accomplish this. Now, there were some like necessities. Like the marble ball had to loop around at one point. The biggest problem was that your Rube Goldberg machine had to last 20 seconds.
Oh, that is detailed.
Yeah.
How do you even calculate that?
You just time it.
Sure,
But from the drop of the marble to where it ends up at the finale.
Okay, but given what you have to put into it, you don't know you can't determine how fast that's gonna go.
That's why it was a physics class.
Oh,
We had to do the math and try to figure that out.
Oh, jeez. See, I had to do something similar for an art class. We had to draw one out.
Oh.
We're just drawing one. So, we had the freedom to just be as creative as we wanted and come up with stuff that we didn't actually have to put together.
No, we had to physically make it.
Right. Wow.
They were also given an assignment, same class. Like, hey, we're gonna have you be go into teams of 4, and your goal is to make 2 boats using nothing but cardboard and duct tape. And this boat, well, one of them's gonna be for style points. Like how good of a boat can you make in appearance? But then the other one had to function properly. And the assignment was an actual boat race in the high school swimming pool. one of your students in your group had to be in the boat that you made and paddle along and make a full lap forward and backwards.
See, I was thinking like one of the small little like toy boats.
No.
This is like you had to carry a person.
Yes.
Oh no. How many people failed?
Surprisingly, not that many.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was only the ones that were like purely for aesthetic that like really couldn't survive it.
Right.
But the ones that were,
Bullseye.
meant for the person to be in, like most of them passed.
Oh,
Like most of them got to across the swimming pool and back.
okay.
Some of them had to struggle to like turn around, but like they could have floated.
Yeah.
And I think there were some people that were just really horrible at navigation in the pool. Like they just didn't know how to control the water
Yeah.
in their favor. So like they kind of lost the race by that. Was in a ceramics class. Had to do some pottery for different things. I can't really like remember certain like assignments, but I do have a bowl that I made. It's not a big bowl, but it is a bowl.
I did ceramics too for pencil holders.
Okay.
That was pretty fun.
Took a game design class. One of our assignments was to take an actual like video game. So something that started off as a video game first.
Okay.
And make it into a board game.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And so I went with Pac-Man.
That could work. Yeah.
Now the mechanics were a little bit funky.
Yeah.
I will admit. But the fact that we got to map out the first like levels of the Pac-Man screen and like have all the pellets and have creative things as far as like what you actually control. I was in a project with a freshman girl, and she still had like the cootie catchers.
Oh
You
yeah.
think? It's like the kind of fold it
Yeah.
type of things. I saw her make one, and I was like, "Hang on a second, I want to use that, and I want to use that as like our actual Pac-Man that we control."
I don't know what I'm more excited about. Killing you?
Okay.
Or killing people how I did.
So, yeah, then it just became a matter of like, all right, well, how do I determine, what is everything else on the board?
Right.
Like, what are the pellets?
Mhm.
And I ended up going with a bag of beans.
Okay.
And just kind of placing them in the squares where you would normally see them. And they would make the walls so that they wouldn't like fall over everywhere. It's much more of a flat surface kind of game.
Yeah.
Because once that thing toppled over, none of the beans would stay in place. But then you would have like the four ghosts as other playable things.
Yeah. What were you using as the ghosts?
Same kind of thing. For a Pac-Man. But just had a little bit more of the ghost design for the colors.
Got it.
What I think, if I remember correctly, is that like I wanted to make like the Cootie Country design reversible. So when you grab like the power pellet, you would turn your design into the blue and make it eatable. I knew I had the idea. I can't remember if we actually achieved that.
What are you doing? Bring me the bat.
But no, nowadays I think about the potential assignments that you would see in schools now. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna have the same kind of fun that we did.
Oh, definitely not. Heck, I remember helping my niece with a writing assignment for high school. And I was helping her formulate, the paragraphs and stuff. And she was, I would say, junior year.
What? Where'd the prop go? I think the other guy was in the way. So
So
junior year.
junior year of high school, she had this writing assignment, and so I had her writing a certain way, and she said, "Oh no, our teacher wants us to make the argument like first this for the first paragraph, secondly this, and finally or last this." I'm like, I did that in like middle school and moved beyond that in high school. Why is your teacher junior year having you write this way?
Where's
Get back to work.
the prompt?
Yeah, it just kind of goes by really quickly sometimes. Something's happening to me when I play. So I ended up helping her with this assignment. I'm like, no, we're not going to write this way. We're writing, more professional, more, what your grade level should be.
Yeah, Emily format and all that.
Yeah. She ended up getting an A+ on it.
Wow.
I was like, there you go. We're right there.
Come on, Deadshot. Come on, Floyd.
You're just gonna have to pop out.
I know.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to isolate him enough.
I think he's isolated as much as he can be.
Right.
Quick turn, take.
Is he there? All right.
Take down the hostage taker without being spotted. Yeah, well, it's a good thing I'm on the ground already. So let the goons take care of stuff up there.
No, take out.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's facing.
Right.
He would have saw you. Just because it says there's the option to do it doesn't mean you should do it.
Right.
I was just excited that the prompt was showing back up.
Yeah, fair. Fair is fair. But now, in order for it to end, I have to grab him, but he can't see me. These gooners keep getting in the way.
Right on the edge too. Which sucks.
Just give me a reason.
Right, just patrol. Go upstairs or something.
Please, I want to live.
Give him this.
Yeah, come on, man. It's Christmas. Bad to happen.
That's it. Move around.
Don't do this. I got 3 kids. Please, I want to live. This ain't over.
Dude, they cheated you on that.
A nice
Want to give it a try?
Sure.
Just the way I like.
Is there anything special that I missed on this? Or?
No.
No, it's just the usual, silent takedowns?
Yep.
Okay.
Come on. Get back to work. Got you covered, boss. Whoa! No! Who's that? Run it, Batman. Show yourself. You find him. More excited? No more excuses. Either we find him or he finds us. Let's go with plan A. Did you run away? Is that it?
Funny story about the boat that we made. Is that the one that we actually wanted to use to race in?
Okay.
We made it huge. We didn't really do a whole lot like fancy with the design.
Alright.
It was essentially a big oblong box,
It's gotta be close. We'll find him.
but just padded down with a lot of duct tape on the inside and outside. It was really secure.
Quit screwing around.
This was, however, much bigger than the vehicle that I had at our disposal, which meant that we had to strap it on the top of our car and have it survive like the 20-minute drive back home. So
About how many feet long was this thing?
it was about me.
Just roughly.
Well, who needs roughly when I have a measuring tape right here? I use this coffee table, not coffee table, just like probably like 3.5 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I think it easily fit on top of the car. How heavy would you think it would be?
The heaviness wasn't really the problem.
That's good.
It was about 20 pounds or so, maybe, at like the heaviest, and That's mostly due to all like the tape and just the reinforcements. We called it Noah's Ark.
When
Of
you
course.
said the oblong box, that's exactly what I thought of.
And that one was the smoothest ride. Even after it, you know, like its performance was very smooth. But like what we had to do in order to take it back to where we were building it at, and then driving it back home, and having it fall off of the car on the street.
Oh. Oh.
We picked it back up, patched it, brought it home, brought it to school the next day, and just took that behemoth of a thing to the classroom. And then we finally carried it out. And then, like, we didn't win the race, but we were pretty darn close to. And that was good enough for me. We got an A on the assignment.
Sweet.
I don't know. There's just something about the joy of working in projects and stuff like that. But you can't really get with just, you know, written down or, you know, like watching video. Where did he go? How did he? So you just teleports and stuff, huh? So
Cape's done. E. There you go.
so so
There we go.
trying to take down. So 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 so.
You know, I've never tried it this way.
So.
What? What the?
Oh, are they forcing him to be in position for the hostage?
Yes.
Wow!
I don't even know.
Wow! I got so close,
We did.
and it's just like, no, we're doing this now. Like, all y'all just resurrected, and
Yeah, well, I guess how it goes is that like you can't beat him without the hostage scene.
why?
So that the
Because-
story can happen or whatever. I
Because
don't know.
plot.
Yeah. I don't know for certain if that was like the case, but it sure felt like it.
Yeah.
It sure felt like he just started running away and getting that hostage.
That last third, it's like he's programmed automatically to get the hostage.
So, all right, well, yeah, beating him up like that is not going to be the way to work
So
But it was working.
it was working.
until like the last like 20% of his health. Then he starts getting desperate.
So
Well,
And so I'm just not getting an option for a silent takedown.
so what? So 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 so
I'm asking that same question.
You're not on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. What just happened there?
You broke the Batman!
Jeez, Batman had
Let me
quadruple
give this
action.
one. Let me give this one a try. Clearly, when you have the controller, some weird stuff happens.
It can't handle my skill. You see, I almost won and decided to glitch. You're like, nope, that's not happening.
Yeah. And then you turn him into boneless Batman.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Well, we can change the subject. But I think it was like the joy of being a part of a project like that. It's way. I didn't beat him fucking once! Move!
See, I wouldn't mind being part of bigger, more projects as a kid in high school and middle school. But I was always paired up with the idiots.
Yeah, I've been there before.
Same.
So
More so at various jobs that I've had. So yeah.
What I remember being paired up for an English assignment with two of the girls in the high school class, and we were specifically talking about like historical buildings that had a dome,
Okay.
and you can pick any of them, past or present.
Okay.
But what we really needed to do is focus on like how it was possible for them to make that dome for that building. And so we actually had to make a replica of the building that we were talking about. Hang on. Now I cannot for the life of you remember actually like what building we had mentioned. But I can tell you what we used for the dome piece.
Alright. Okay.
A bra.
okay.
I hate to ask, but I'm going to anyway.
Size.
It was one of their mothers.
Okay, I was gonna ask, since you said girls, I'm like, did they use their own or did they use the mothers? What was the situation here?
Now it still doesn't make it any easier to know that like that request had to be done for a group that featured me. Not a girl.
Well, in a way, I guess that works because it's like you're safe in their mind. I mean, you are, but you know what I mean. You're not perceived as.
How did you just go to turn around?
Stun him!
I hate his AI so much.
Oh my god. Fight him! Where are you looking at, Batman?
Punch him.
I'm trying! He just wants to punch air! How did he already come back from the stun? Oh my god, what are we doing? 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 I haven't done a single bit of health damage to him.
Yeah.
Take care of him! Round takedown. Get back. Alright. Who else is here?
It's just him.
No, he decided.
Oh my god. Stop flying! Why does it just feel like a normal human being punched for once? Why do you have to fly in the air like that? Do health damage to him, for God's sakes!
Wait, pause.
Kind of hard to pause in the middle of this.
Batman! Be normal!
Okay, are you hitting it?
Deadshot, be normal! What is happening?
Are you hitting him the kick once or three times?
Does it matter?
Once is good enough.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, there you go.
Finally!
There you go. That's why he keeps flying up in the air.
Okay, now there's other people. Alright, we're in the final act. Yeah, see, they reset the entire playing field now. Alright. Let's see. Okay, now we got people on the ground right here. Not a good choice. Turn the grid. You did not. Back into the corner. Great. All right. Okay. Now we're in the hostage situation.
Okay. Okay. I got an idea.
Okay.
Right. You're gonna have to get out of the grate first and get to gargoyle for this to work. Okay, now see if you can get just a little closer to where he is. Actually, where you were before was better. Okay, now use your D-pad. Go to nope. I got you right there. This one.
Okay.
Yep. And aim it at Deadshot.
Looks like his rifle can't be jammed.
Wow.
Yeah.
It can work on everyone else's guns though.
Well, there's too many people for it to work like that. Let's take one of them out like that. This is risky! Everybody is everywhere else.
Just so I want you to think.
Mhm.
Don't do this! Oh, man. He took down the boss.
Which is probably your health.
A nice, clean kill. Just the way I like 'em.
What just happened?
I think it was your health.
I had so much health.
Yeah. He wasn't down. You were practically full, right?
Yeah.
And it just said, oh, he took down the boss.
Mm-hmm.
A gun fired, then, oh.
I wonder if it had to do with the hostage then.
That was weird.
Well, what I've gathered from this is that it's certainly not going to take one attempt of a stream.
Yeah.
Because we've just had an hour of this, and I don't even feel like we're any closer to this.
Yeah.
And this is just one of them.
Mhm.
Which means that my stream title is a lie. But we can start thinking about more stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like Origins related,
Okay.
at least until we get to the asylum. I'm gonna give it one last attempt, and then I think we're gonna call it here. Because I thought this would have been taken care of long before it actually was.
Show yourself.
Yeah, we all did.
Stop! Just go into the.
Oh, no. Yep.
Move!
Ow. Take down. Move the grid. Thanks everybody for giving this. It's time to do that. Oh. Oh, okay.
What are you doing? Bring me the bat. Quit screwing around. You gotta find the bat and quit.
Is it just him now?
You're all a waste. A waste. Ah. No. He's disappeared. But
He did not disappear. Okay, now we got more people.
Got this, coach.
Ah, he was just unable.
Where the hell did he go? What the? I got you now. Misdirection. You think I don't see you slacking off over there? We're going. We're going. What are you doing? Bring me the bat. I'll take care of it. Hey, idiot! Get off your ass! That's right. Run away! Oh no, someone got hurt! Got you on the run! See? I always find you. That's right. Run away. Oh, he decides to show after all. All right, then. Let me see if you find it.
Okay.
Is he there?
Hostage is dead.
Bullseye.
Because that wasn't towards you, that was towards the hostage.
Yeah, so like how was I supposed to avoid that then? I just showed up right in front of him.
I have no
He
idea.
just ran, grabbed it, and then just immediately shot the guy.
I feel like this is glitching. Like, none of this is making sense.
Next time we're here, we're doing Mad Hatter. And I think we got the gist of Deadshot.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, either Mad Hatter or if you want to figure out like where Shiva is, so then we can do that next.
Okay.
I don't know when that's gonna be.
Well, the attempt was made.
Yeah. Yeah, very ambitious on our part to think that we could do all three of them. But no, that's going to be it right now. So I felt like we did a lot of nothing, but at least we had some conversations.
Well, we had some fun tonight. But it was definitely not fun. It's trying a mission over and over again. And it's just weird and glitching out for some reason. And just, no matter how many attempts you make, it decides, like, no, it's going to go this direction. Even though you're right there, you're almost winning. But it's going to send the opponent to a certain spot. And it's like, no, you got to survive that.
Yeah, we're witnessing boneless Batman breaking through the stairs.
Yeah.
We're witnessing Deadshot that when you stun him 3 times, he starts flying and starts defying gravity into the walls.
Mm-hmm.
We have rules in the built into this game where it's like, oh hey, we're just gonna have you cut to this next scene, and if you interfere with it, then you automatically fail.
Yeah. So, remember, folks, Lock your doors, lock your windows, travel safe, and don't die.
And we shall see you tomorrow with God of War.
All right.
All right.